and remove that. There we go. We are live. Good morning, everybody. It is game day, and you know what that means.
What did you say?
I said, you know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means it's time for the show. Good morning, everybody out there. Good morning here in internet lands. We got a nice little vibrant background. This is the closest I could get to any sort of game day type of action happening there. This morning, we've got a trio here. Joining us this morning is Kitty, waving hi to everybody from way on the other side of the planet where the rules are different and the water spins backwards.
Not that bad. Not
No,
that
no.
different.
I'm going to make people think you're in Australia.
Yeah.
But no.
I'm in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Nico. How Gray? Hi, Gray. How Gray?
Hey, Gray, would you like to pop in and join the fun? Because today we're going to talk Disney, then The Rock, then Elmo in his knight in shining armor, Wesley Crusher. So that's what the plans are for today. So if somebody's got an opinion on something, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to see it in the comments. Morning, Cole. What's going on?
Oh, hey. Nothing much. I almost slept in, but yeah. Good
Oh,
thing
yeah.
I didn't. I guess the Super Bowl's on today. I mean, I don't really care because I hate both teams. Also, this is actually a profile picture of both teams here. So
That's awesome.
But the funny thing about it though is that we're gonna get fun reactions afterward, no matter what, because either all the Taylor Swift fanboys and fangirls are gonna go home crying, or
Yeah.
everybody else is gonna cry. So it's gonna be great.
But it's not just football day or Taylor Swift proposal day. Oops, spoilers. Who knows what's going to happen? Nobody knows what's going to happen today at the end zone once they win the game. Are you going to Disneyland? No. I finally get to go to Taylor's house. No. But it's also trailer day, where we get excited about what's coming up this summer with all of the expensive trailers that paid millions and millions of dollars for their 30-second slots. We might get a picture of Inside Out 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Kung Fu Panda. What is that? Deadpool 3?
Yeah.
A Quiet Place Day 1. Wicked, and If and Knuckles, the series. So, some things to look forward to coming up. Good morning, Michael.
I'll be honest, that's kind of a lame lineup to me, but hey.
Actually, no, I don't, but Joker, but you can come on and do it yourself. That would be awesome. Shut up, Wesley. Or maybe I can do it. Who knows? Well, let's see what we've got. All right. Disney had a big week of news happening. They had an earnings call on Wednesday, and I'd talked once or twice about the proxy fight that's going to be happening in the background with the shareholders and everything else. Prior to this week, actually, this week and a week ago, this week, Elon Musk showed up at a movie premiere with one of the guys he's going to be partnering with, and said he was looking to buy companies. And so that started some rumors. And then the day before the earnings call, Elon Musk released this: Disney's General Entertainment Inclusion Standards, which includes the standards for on-screen representation, creative leadership, and below the line, industry access and career development, where you have to, according to Disney, according to this, if it came from an insider, which marginalized people you must have in front of behind the camera and in the business of writing things and so forth. Which, if you're hiring people due to race, sex, and ideology in the United States, at least, it's kind of illegal. So
Oops. Really?
he dropped that
Man.
right before the earnings call. And also this post, if you were discriminated against by Disney or its subsidiaries, ABC, ESPN, Marvel, etc., just reply to this
Wow.
and receive legal support.
Yeah.
So
I'm just surprised this is news to people. I thought this was obvious for ages that they did this stuff.
But they're not supposed to put it down on paper.
yes,
They're not supposed to admit it.
But they do.
that'd be expensive.
It shouldn't be a memo. That it should be just we know.
Well, the thing about the DEI stuff, diversity, something with an E, and inclusion,
Mm-hmm.
is that equity. Yes, that's
I
very
knew
good.
it.
Yes, you did.
I'm woke. I know.
Is that it's really being pushed by some financiers and bankers that don't do business with regular folks. They only do business with businesses, and they're the larger businesses. So if you don't do these sorts of things, then you won't get the business loan to continue doing business. So that's why they make such a big deal of making it known in public that Target has tuckable swimwear for hiding things that shouldn't be there in a lady's Speedo. Because they need everybody to know that they are doing the right thing so that they will continue to be able to finance their businesses the way that they do. And so finally, supposed to be unwritten rule. Collective load. Elon purchases.
I was hoping that we would get Joker. Joker, you can't be. Okay, he's on his way home. But just reading his messages in his voice is great. But I do prefer the voice.
That would be like if I wrote down all of my evil plans in a diary for someone to discover all of my evil methods. Who would do such a thing? Morons. That's who.
Eh?
That's the absolute worst Joker impersonation.
No, it isn't that bad.
It's not that bad. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's just because
It'll-
you're thinking too much of like his impression, like Mark Hamill. So you think it's bad in comparison, but it's it's not too. It's better than like Leto's and others.
So they put it down on paper, just like they do at McDonald's when they have those pictographs of how to put together a McNugget, and passed it out to all the Owens in the schoolyard there, so that they could get it right. However, might be kind of illegal. So
Yeah.
they tried to make everything look nice and rosy during the earnings call. They did lose. You might get your wish, kitty.
Walter says it was decent. You guys haven't heard it before? Like I knew that it was good.
So let's see, where was I? Yeah. Anyway, they try to make
Earnings
everything
call.
look rosy. They lost several $1 billion, but that went by the wayside because eventually they will earn money. And Wall Street agrees. They're making predictions that Disney will turn around in the next 12 to 18 months, which has been the prediction for the last 4 years.
Yeah, sorry, what was this based upon? Oh, well, it can't get any worse. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
Is that
it can't
their
get any
reasoning?
worse.
It's done now. Yeah. They've bottomed out, right?
Oh, look at that. That's high praise coming from a low source.
It is better than Phoenix, that's for sure.
Better than some of the gamers. And as Cole, you said, beat Leto. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, I only do it on the weekends for one day. That's why it sounds so horrible. But they, Disney, on the other hand, praised up, and they announced something that the animation department didn't know was coming. It's caught them totally off guard. Disney announced that there was going to be a Moana 2 movie coming out in November. So they released this trailer. Now, I'm no mega corporation that looks down on society and thinks they should bow to my whims. I'm not the kind of company that goes out and tries to strong arm states like Florida. But I do know that it takes more than a couple of months to make a full featured animated film, which is what caught the Disney animators off guard, because that was not, they hadn't been working on Moana 2, the movie. Nobody knew anything about that. And it's just a few months away, right?
I was working on Inside. What is it? Inside Out. Is that a Disney movie? I'm trying to make a joke
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, well, they'll get the AIs to make it. It's okay.
So then, a day later, Dwayne Johnson in talks to reprise his role for the
sorry.
animated. So Dwayne didn't know about the movie. However, being is that they need him for this, it puts him in a pretty good spot, doesn't it? Not being one to pass up an opportunity, either Bob Iger or Dwayne Johnson. Bob Iger says Moana 2 was originally a Disney Plus series, now being turned into a movie.
So it's going to
Now-
be like one of those cheap straight to DVD sequels, like in the
I
past.
think that
Got it.
you should do that. Those were good. That was a good way to do sequels straight to TV.
And the reason the animators in Los Angeles, the Disney animators, didn't know about it was because this particular TV show, Moana, the TV series, was being made in Canada. Yes, Disney bought
Canada?
an animation house in Canada somewhere along the lines. They spent a bunch of money, bought an animation house with over 400 animators, and they've been feverishly working on this TV series without anybody else knowing about it. And Dwayne actually had a contract to do the TV show. However, the TV show is a lot different from a movie. And you can't just do that without making adjustments to the bottom line. So The Rock had a deal for Moana Disney Plus series. It was redone once Disney decided to retool it into Moana 2. So now he's getting an estimated 15 million upfront plus bonuses. He'll make 20 million plus bonuses for the live action Moana. So that's 35 million right off the bat for the big brown.
Nice. And his
wrestler.
ego was happy.
Morning.
I'm impressed. I didn't even have to come in and say anything.
Wow, the laugh.
That's the laugh right there. That's the key. That's how you strain out the posers right there.
It's also how you pass out, depending on how you do the laugh.
Oh yeah. I might have to suck down some helium in order to do that. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson loves jumping in when they have when people are in between a rock and a hard place, and usually that rock and hard place is him. And so, 35 million for work he's already done. And he did the same thing to WWE. Plus, he got his name back, which is actually very, very huge. Because now every time WWE says The Rock, they have to pay him the royalties as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah. The Rock is swimming in it.
Yeah, he's a business turd. Uh-oh. You're muted,
Oh, sorry
sir.
about that. I was gonna say he's not really a hot commodity anymore, right? Like he's had quite a few financial Hollywood bombs recently, so I mean,
This is true.
obviously is why he's getting into wrestling again. So I
Mhm.
guess we'll see. Proof is in the pudding. I mean, yes, Moana I guess was successful. I don't know what its budget versus its return was. Obviously successful enough to warrant a sequel. It's not one of my favorite Disney movies, not by a long shot. I think it's honestly probably about as poor as, if I had to compare it to a recent Disney movie, I would compare it to Frozen. Which I don't think is a very good animated movie, to be honest. It's no Wish, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I just don't think a lot of Disney's recent animation has all that charm, and I don't think having The Rock in it is really going to add all that much charm to it in the first place. Even if the first one was successful, their entire
He's like a
advertising is The
traveling
Rock.
salesman.
Right. Yeah,
He's-
he's like a shoe salesman that was like successful at one point in time. He's like, I'm getting back into shoes.
It's like all these companies are in some sort of financial distress, and he's the shark in the shark tank on a feeding frenzy. Give me some of that WWE. Give me some of that Disney. I'm gonna do everything I can. Whatever. So, but this just plays into the proxy war that's going on now. Is Elon Musk going to buy massive amounts of shares of Disney? I have no idea. Has he thrown his back with the guys that are trying the hostile takeover? Absolutely, he has. Now, they're only going to get 2 chairs on the boards of directors if they win their bid. Excuse me. But that may not be enough to right the ship. However, it can put them on the straight line. Let me see. Oh, I didn't upload it. Hold on. I've got one more video clip because Disney was talking to his shareholders about exactly how they should be voting. And it really sounds like a political ploy that you might have seen. Let's see here. Ray says they dropped the ball by not calling it in Tuana. Ooh. Moana.
Moana. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't read that properly the
Absolutely.
first time. I didn't mind Moana. I liked it, but I don't know if kid me would watch Moana like every day, the way I did like
Yeah.
Lion King. I watched Lion King every day
Right.
most of the time as a kid.
Well, and
the
part of
thing
that
is-
is the animation charm, which they don't have.
The thing about people giving him money is that they kind of have to. They, in the WWE's sake, they've got their own version of Voldemort, and they got to replace the picturesque head of the table, if you will. So they have to bring in The Rock. They would not have ever given him his name back if it wasn't absolutely crucial that they had some sort of public stock figurehead.
Nothing to
place.
see here.
Yes. And the same thing goes with Moana 2. It's not going to be a movie unless Rock agrees to the change in terms. And so without that, they're not moving forward with it. And they have to make this announcement at the specific time to calm down all of the stockholders. So I guarantee none of them are willing to give him that much control after what he did to DC.
You would think, honestly, you would think the damage has already been done.
We
Yeah,
are talking
that's
about how
stupid.
The Rock is taking over Hollywood and wrestling. Or
Yeah.
trying to.
Trying to
Trying
take
to.
them both back again.
Yeah. I mean, he walked into DC and said, The Rock wants to be Black Adam. And so they said, yeah, that'd be a great idea. We've got the movie, we got the plans here. It's going to be a great movie. Morning, Big Braille. And it's going to be Shazam versus Black Adam. The Rock likes the idea, but let's do 2 movies. And so 6 years pass, and he gets them to separate the 2 movies. And they say, okay, well, now this is going to be great. We're going to have both movies, and then you'll do the teaser on the Shazam movie. The Rock's not doing a teaser. Okay, we'll do somebody else. But Shazam will do the teaser at the end of your movie. The Rock wants Superman. And so he basically was trying to create his own Dwayne Johnson universe in DC while all of these people were falling apart at the bit,
Right.
spending money like they had a rich granny in AT&T. And then AT&T said, we're not spending anybody else any more money. You have to move out. And they sold Warner Brothers. And Discovery picked it up and merged them together and started the clean house, because that's what you do when you buy a new company. You just clean house.
Yeah,
and
he
then,
was essentially trying to be Snyder in that regard. And also, if he didn't have enough faith in his own movie, his own superhero movie, to not push Henry Cavill's Superman at the forefront as like a, hey, come see my movie for me. No, it was come see my movie and also be excited of having Henry back as Superman, because I really pushed for this. And that really shows that he didn't really have, I wouldn't say complete faith in having his own standalone movie being, the thing that they should focus on marketing for. And really goes to show, too, it also doesn't help that he wasn't willing to not only wear hair that the character has or have the pointed ears, he just basically was The Rock in a suit. So I don't know how committed he really was, to be honest.
you know what? His acting style in that movie reminded me more of Burt Reynolds when he couldn't do stunts anymore. I'm just going to stand here and look cool, and then women will love me anyway, and then I'll run around shooting guns.
Hey, Burt Reynolds has always been 1,000 times cooler than The Rock. Even when laying naked on a bearskin rug, he can pull it off way better than The Rock can.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Don't Google that, Kitty. It's a thing.
Okay. I'm just gonna,
She's
keep
like,
rolling
oh,
over.
she's going to look at that and say, oh, 2 toupees.
Oh.
He does have the stash. I can just say that.
Hey, now. The stash. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Cole
Great
has that
bouquet.
image, that picture in his shrine.
He's gonna replace Benoit in just about 2 minutes. They tease Cavill versus Black Adam. And Cavill wasn't even under contract when he did that. He did that as a favor because he thought that everything was going to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
He put his money in the Johnson verse. And it didn't pan out.
Yeah,
It's
and then he
unfortunate.
cried about it.
Yeah.
Every DCU movie blows. The only WB DC movie that have been good since the Nolan trilogy are Pattinson's Batman and Joker.
You're half correct.
How dare you bring my name into this? First of all, Joker was not me, it was total trash. The Batman, I would say, has potential. Definitely. Wonderful film.
I
I
did
can't
not.
wait for the musical that's going to be all in your mind anyway. So Disney sent out a video to the shareholders to make sure that they understood about the proxy war and what was going to be happening and what was going to be coming to them. And the importance of this happening before the earnings call is that that's when the census was taken. At the end of the earnings call, everybody who owned stock would be on the list to vote. Anybody owning stock now, from Thursday on, will not be able to vote in the upcoming April proxy board of directors vote. Wait, this is the video that they shared with everybody to let them know
Okay.
how they should vote.
Welcome, shareholders.
Wait. Friends, relatives, and esteemed chairman, you're probably wondering what we're all doing here today. Now, let's begin.
Whoa, Professor Ludwig von Drake, slow down there. On April 3rd, the Walt Disney Company will be hosting its annual meeting of shareholders, and we need you to all vote for your board. Over the coming weeks, you'll be receiving your voting materials relating to the white proxy card. You may see them even sooner if you had consented to receiving them by email, so keep a watch on your
Why it
inbox.
gotta be white?
Professor Ludwig, why don't you tell our shareholders how they can vote?
Yes. Today, we're going to use the Van Drake method.
Professor Ludwig, they don't vote using those kinds of cards. Vote Voting is easy. You can vote electronically or by good old-fashioned mail. Note that if you type in the website address, you'll be asked to provide the control number shown on the white proxy card, so be sure to have it handy. If you access the website using the QR code on the white proxy card or the white Vote Now button on your email, no control number will be needed. Please vote all of your shares in all of your accounts. Each account will have a separate control number specific to the white proxy card. All electronic votes have to be submitted no later than 11:59 p.m. on April 2nd, 2024. If you hold shares in the Disney Employee Plan, please note the earlier voting deadline indicated on your white voting instruction form. Remember, it's important you vote only for Disney's 12 nominees using the white proxy card. Do not vote for the Trian Group or Blackwell's nominees. Voting this year is critical, no matter how many or how few shares you may own. Professor Ludwig, what should the shareholders do with their blue and green proxy cards?
Yes.
He's on the phone.
I do not need the extended warranty.
Well, shareholders may simply discard them. Please do not use the blue or green proxy cards.
Got another difficult question for the professor?
Thank you, Professor. I
Those
think
are
our
for the
shareholders
enemy.
are now
Oh,
well
Houston.
informed on how to vote for their board. Remember, it's important you vote only for Disney's 12 nominees using the white proxy card. Do not vote for the Trian Group or Blackwell's nominees. We thank you for supporting Disney. If you have any questions about voting your shares, please call our proxy solicitor, Innisfree M&A Incorporated. From Professor Ludwig von Drake and I, thank you and goodbye.
All right, students, it's
What the
time
hell
for
did I
lunch.
just
Everybody go move single file to the door.
While holding rifles.
What are you
Yes.
insinuating there, Cole?
He's insinuating you need to vote white. Always white. Don't vote blue or green. Vote white.
Yeah. I'm loving the voices, just all of them.
Yeah, Tim, you could do that. You're really close. You could really do the Von Ludwig and work for the Demon Company.
Oh my god.
So yeah, ignore everything else except the white card and only vote your board. Please don't think about any third parties or anything else. Ignore everything. Throw it away, as a matter of fact. Throw away the blue card. Throw away the green card. Throw away the green card. How you gonna work?
The green card? Wait a minute.
Yes, you can give me your green card.
But I need these to
give,
catch the
everybody give Kitty your green cards. You don't want any, you have a few on the spare. Hand it to her.
Hang on 1 second. Let me do this real quick.
Where did you find that? Where is that? I ain't seen that video.
But how do I pay my taxes if I don't have the green cards? I need the green cards.
No, you can pay the taxes. Apparently, you can. You have another kind of number that they give you, and you pay taxes. So
That is
just
that
so
is
you know.
a great question because I don't pay the taxes.
There's an amazing way to pay taxes. You can sell green cars for green cards, or you can just simply get on your knees. That's how they do it here in USA.
Well, Gray was not impressed with the video as it holds nothing to Donald Duck's math magic.
Donald Duck in Math Magic Land HD.
I vote for Bugs Bunny. Oh, yes, and white is right.
Yeah, true.
They say the quiet part out loud. So, but yeah, that's what Disney's doing these days. They're fighting this proxy war so they can stay in control and do things like this with their subsidiaries.
I was not very steeped in the comics.
I didn't read any comics or do any research.
I wasn't familiar with comics. I wasn't familiar with the movies.
We didn't lean into a whole lot of the history of the comic books.
Yeah, candidly, we were not enormous comic fans.
I wasn't super into superhero comics when I was a kid. I read a lot of like indie press stuff.
First thing I was told is don't read the comics.
Really?
As a creator, they put you in a bubble. They don't let you talk about any of the other projects, right?
You know, they're up for anything.
We ultimately decided to redefine it for the series and thought that it worked better for the story that we're trying to tell.
Did you ever read you've never read the comic?
When the DVD comes out, I'm going to read a Thor comic book and just see where we went wrong.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I've seen that 6 times, and it does not. I'm still
It
not.
explains a lot with Taika Waititi, and it explains so much with everyone else.
And these guys that are coming in from the outside of Disney to try to right the ship are trying to correct stuff like that.
Yeah, there's
They-
nothing wrong with that though, but like if you haven't read any comics beforehand when you get hired, but then when you get hired, you should
still
then
don't.
read the comics afterwards. Also, make sure that they're also at least a good writer and filmmaker still, which they aren't.
Yeah.
Oh, look, someone got a private message in the public chat.
Judah, I thank you very, very much for your fandom, and thank you for the love for the voice. Honestly, if you want to see me voice all of those particular lines, just go to my channel. You can see them all there for free. I am not no dancing monkey.
I've got to find a dancing monkey so you can say that over and over again. Oh, do I got anything close to that? No, I don't. No.
Not that I've seen.
Oh, I got something that might work.
Oh my god. You should combine that, the puking green, with the with Mark Hamill drinking the green titty milk from the monster.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be the best combo.
Why has nobody done that?
Yeah, I'm going to cut you off. Can we please cut him off? Can we take him off the screen? Thank you.
I'm like David Lynch. Once I get a sick idea, I'm like, let's just go all the way with it.
That is an unpopular opinion, but I don't think it's necessary to be a fan or come into it having knowledge of the source material. We need them to respect the source material, but not be a fan.
Well, I mean, it would help if they were
Absolutely.
a fan, but I completely agree. And there's actually, certain
Well-
things, if they're not like too hardcore of a fan of certain comics, that would actually, make it better because then they won't attach
more
themselves
flexible.
too much to trying to do certain things. But again, the issue is just like, they don't and they don't read any comics after they get hired, and they're just not
Right.
good writers in general, the people they hire.
I think they should at least be familiar with the source material.
Yeah, and they aren't.
Yeah, be aware of the basics, or even just that be aware of what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Tim
What's the
Burton.
point of it then? If
They're
you're
Right,
not-
treating-
absolutely.
They are treating these properties like Hallmark treats their movie directors. You don't have to come in and know anything about anything. You don't even have to know that. You just have to be there to direct. Okay, direct whatever
Right.
scene we put in front of you, and all of your associate producers and everything else are going to take care of the rest. I know there's a filmmaking company, filmmakers, right? Production studio. They work for Hallmark. They don't know anything about anything. They just get there and do the work. They just
Right.
shoot. That's all they do.
They're yes men for hire type of.
Yeah.
The
And they
approach,
make they make enough money to make their own films. So
Right. Well, you see, that's because they're already in pre-existing established franchises or something. They're doing everything the studio wants. Then they come back, they get, they're in successful films. Whether the film's garbage or not doesn't matter. They get the money, and then they can eventually go and do the original project they want to do. Maybe if they have an original idea, that is.
respecting the source material sounds like gatekeeping. Well, that's only because you're not open to reality. So
sounds like having expectations of the people that you hire.
Gatekeeping would be saying, "Oh no, you know too much about the source material. We're not going to hire you." That's
Yeah.
gatekeeping right there.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And honestly, Joker, I think the one example you gave before about the whole meeting of just the Harley Quinn name, and now what they're trying to do with the character and how they missed the point of it, I think was the perfect example you gave.
Oh yeah, about making her. She was originally essentially the Joker's sidekick and girlfriend, yes, but it was a sidekick to use, right? She wasn't even really in his mind his girlfriend, and they've taken her and marketed her as a woman can do anything on their own. She don't need no man. they've turned her into that, and she's fallen apart as a character because of it. They've marketed her completely
Yeah,
wrong.
and but it's like the whole Harley Quinn name. It's like the whole meaning of it is just like what it originally was with like Joker and everything. Like that was a key to it, and now it's like they missed that point.
They've taken those two characters, separated them, and when they have them together, they don't even do them correctly now.
Yeah,
either.
but here's the thing though. It's like I don't have an issue with them changing it up if they want to, because again, like with comics, you know, and they do with other movies like the Batman, like, you know, or, you know, comic writers, and, you know, they change stuff up like that all the time and have like their versions of it. So there's nothing wrong with it. You know, what I just don't like about it is then when they try to like canonize the new ideas that like completely ruin the old stuff. It's like you can have either both or just like a one-off take of it. Like why are
You're
they trying to
the idea that they think
Harley
like
Quinn
their
stuff?
version is better than the original canon.
Yeah,
like they're trying to push it.
My thing about it is this, you know, I don't mind any kind of character growth, because when you go through the story making process and you have the hero's journey, the hero starts at a point and then goes through this magnificent story and goes through all kinds of changes and then comes back to a sense of normalcy after going through the entire adventure. However, that person is not the same. Luke Skywalker goes through this whole thing, starts off as a farm boy. He's still the same person. However, his life experience after destroying the Death Star makes him a completely different person than he was when he started. So you have Harley Quinzel being a psychologist who's in her right mind, supposedly, falls in love with the Joker and becomes your basic useful tool, okay, but is happy to be there because she's unaware of her place in the situation, right? She still loves pudding, you know, and so then you bring her through a growth thing where she doesn't need a man, and you know, she does the pendulum swing to the other direction.
Cringe.
You know, goes from eating sausage to roast beef, and then now here's where we're at, and you know, she should still continue to grow. Is my point.
To be fair with what you said about her with her evolution, I mean, they did this. Bruce Timm did a better job in the animated series when he made her arc. Her change was her realizing that because Ivy told her, made her realize something in herself. Ivy and her weren't girlfriends. They were just friends who related on the fact that they did crime together, and then they went out and had, you know, girls' night, and that was their thing. That was the best way they could have done that, and have her have some kind of realization. But she still always made the same mistake, which is what Ivy was telling her she was going to do. She'll always go back to Joker. And they evolved her without going too far, and that was her arc. But then now they've taken her into, she is a bisexual, like, leading woman who now is trying to do good with the Suicide Squad and trying to rectify all the bad she did in her past. It's like, sweetheart, no, you did horrible, horrible things. Not to mention let out a criminal out multiple times and be bought into it, but you facilitated other crimes with them. I mean, yes, she always had a heart where in certain comics you'd see her say, should we be burning this school bus full of children, Joker? I don't think we should do this. That type of stuff. But she was never what she is now. They've taken her and made her a complete, as you say, a completely different character at this point where she's unrecognizable, other than the design.
Oh. Sorry, I hope you muted me.
No, I did not. We were listening to you as well. I can
Sorry,
mute you now.
Uh-oh, we're having technical problems here.
Okay. And now you're back.
Sorry, I was sorry, Gordon came along and was laughing at my face. So
No, we don't mind Gordon. We don't mind Gordon at all. If matter of fact, if Warren was here, he'd probably ask for the screen to come down so he could see Warren. I mean, Gordon.
He's gonna cross again. You'll see him. He's done his smoke. Sorry about that. I will mute next time. I did not mean to be so rude.
No.
Good.
We expect the doorbell to ring and for you to get a delivered salad.
that is going to happen.
I was going to
yes.
say, where's the food delivery? I'm still waiting on that.
We got it earlier, but it's probably going to happen again because he's probably finishing his smokes, so the smokes are going to get delivered.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like cigarettes or
cigarettes? Just
cigarettes, not cigars.
The classic
cigarillos.
Not those stupid vapes the kiddies be doing.
He tried to do the vapes, it just didn't work. No.
Oh no. I used to be a chain smoker when I was last century. I smoked about 2 packs a day is what I was knocking down. And but at least I wasn't a chain smoker. No, yes I was.
Oh God.
Yeah, I always had a cigarette lit, and eventually they started raising taxes, on that because
it worked for you.
Well,
the sin tax worked.
They were doing what Disney is doing, and what the financial companies are doing. They're nudging to change behavior. They're nudging you to stop being racist by making you do racist things like hire people about sex and race and sexual preference.
And in the end, it just makes me more racist. So woohoo!
So they raised the taxes on it to encourage you to not smoke cigarettes, and all we did was start buying them from the Indian reservation. And then that got too expensive, and so I wound up hand rolling my own cigarettes for a while because it was cheaper to buy it loose than already made up. You get one of those little cigarette things, and you just kind of go like a credit card used to back in the day, and have a little cigarette at the end, and then you smoke that without a filter.
I was going to say the Indians really got us on that one. They're like,
without
hey, we're going to get you
filter.
back. Here's lung cancer. I guess they deserve it. They got us back for all those smallpox blankets we gave them.
And eventually, because the rolling papers made you suspicious whenever you bought them.
Yeah.
I switched to a pipe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's what my grandfather
That's fabulous.
did. And you don't, I was sitting there with my little pipe, and you're not supposed to inhale pipe smoke. You just kind of puff it in and puff it out.
Right.
And you'll still get the thing. But I was inhaling.
Oh.
And I knew at that point that this is a critical point. I'm just going to light myself on fire at some point,
right,
and become a tobacco plant.
Do you still have that pipe to this day?
No.
Good.
That would be great
Good.
if you just had it. You should dress up as Sherlock Holmes for Halloween and just keep it.
No, not the pipe, because it'll have its all smell and it's whatever. You can just get a prop pipe that hasn't been used or something.
Oh yeah, just get a prop one. Yeah.
No.
It was an ivory carved bearded man, I guess it was.
Ooh.
So it was a little ivory bowl with the carving on the outside like that, and little carved wooden thing at the end of it, and
an elephant totally didn't die for the creation of this thing.
Well, it was already dead by the time I bought it. They'd already done it.
I don't care.
Nothing you could do about it. It's still there.
This is true.
Yeah. Same thing with meat.
Hey, I don't have a problem with it. I've eaten elephant. What do I care?
How does one smoke chains? Usually, if you have a pellet smoker, you can throw them on the top rack and get them nice and smoky. That's how I smoke chains. Chains of sausage, that is. They're trying hard to protect you from yourself. Absolutely. Everybody must be protected from themselves. Big Brother needs to keep an eye on everybody. Speaking of which, I don't know if you've heard this news or not. This is something that's totally not on our radar and not anything I plan to talk about. But George Orwell's estate has granted permission for the rewriting of 1984 from a female's perspective.
Kill me.
What?
Yes.
Who is in control of that estate? Who?
Big Brother has the playbook now and is rewriting the playbook. The last time I saw something, this on the nose was when the Scientology people bought and sued into oblivion a nonprofit organization called Cult Watch. They sued them into oblivion until they were bankrupt, and then they bought everything. And now the Scientology, the Church of Scientology, runs Cult Watch.
That's ironic.
Is that for real? I
Yes.
never know if you make.
That is for real. That is absolutely. All you got to do is ask me, because if I'm lying and you ask me if that's for real, I'll tell you no, because I can't. I have to. I'm such a prolific liar.
That would be like
that
if
I've gotten to
Cole
the point.
shut down MSK and then just ran a Cloud9 MSK channel for himself.
Hey, that's a good idea.
we're scheming. Joker just comes around and we just land up scheming.
It was literally a joke, but it was a scheme that could work for years.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be popular enough, sadly.
Oh my goodness, Michael, did you know me in the '80s? How distinguished! I imagine it was Sherlock.
So you stopped? So you don't smoke at all?
No, I no longer smoke. I no longer drink. I no longer incriminate myself by saying things out loud.
Let's get away from the George Orwell thing. Go straight to your habits.
Sorry, no. I'm always fascinated because I want my husband to stop smoking. So I'm like, please tell me how you did it.
The thing is, though, is that I started smoking when I was 11, and I picked up cigarettes when I was 13.
Yeah.
So it's been a long journey to become clean and sober. And it's been over 30 years since I've had a drink, so that's good too.
That's awesome.
But as you can tell, I still love the fast foods. So
hey, it's one thing. You can't get rid of everything. Like
two down and one to go.
Yeah,
2 down and 1 to go.
That's
it's
impossible. It's impossible for most people to get rid of every vice. Come on now.
All right, youngsters, what does this mean? You got to teach me.
Oh my lord! I think it means.
I see. Okay.
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
Just a guess. So I don't know a lot of this stuff nowadays. But hey, also if you need to get rid of fast food anytime soon, you can just move to Costa Rica because there's like nothing around that's fast food.
Yeah, they have to go out and kill a wild boar in the morning for breakfast.
Can we vote MSK out as the chairman? Wait, he's not the chairman. It's James.
This is true. James is the CEO of that thing. He's literally the lifeblood that's keeping it held on by a thread.
He's the owner of the Discord server, his YouTube channel, his decisions. The
poor James. What did they do to that poor white man?
Yeah, speaking of what they did to that poor white man, Larry David was on the Today Show, and he was promoting his new show, or the final episodes of his show, and he was on there, and his segment came and went just like it should have, and nobody paid attention to it, just like they should have. And Elmo came on with his dad, and they were talking about mental health, because nobody should talk about mental health except for Elmo to 5-year-old kids. So he's going on and on about mental health, and because Larry David is so averse to getting mental health, he came out and he attacked Elmo and smothered his face, and tried to get him to stop talking because he couldn't take it anymore. Okay. But then Elmo came back, got himself a shot of the venom, and was able to put Larry David down for the 1, 2, 3.
You knocked the hair back onto his head, even. You see that?
Just hearing this story make me want to break out the Elmo set himself on fire meme again. Like, I can't.
Elmo is flammable. Watch.
No, I'm watching.
Elmo joke backlash.
Larry David put his hands on the wrong puppet.
I love the way the dad doesn't get involved. No, stop it.
Oh no!
We just
Don't you
see
put your
Elmo
hands
dressed
on
up as a
Elmo.
member of Wu-Tang Clan with a 9 in his hand.
take my money.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So
What?
Walter says, "I love."
You only
Curb."
just realized it's Zootropolis. Zootopia, and it's called Zootropolis over here. I only just realized.
Oh yeah, cultural appropriation. I don't know what's going on there. Morning after. Oh, I read that wrong. Morning after.
Morning after people.
Oh man, that's a
The
party
morning
pill.
after.
Okay. Let's see, Michael's laughing. So it turns out Wesley Crusher can be even more pompous, and you're getting ahead of the game here, guy. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Okay, so that happened to trigger a lot of anxiety in some people more than others, because who should have been having mental health and gotten this advice years earlier, but nothing more than Wesley Crusher himself, Will Wheaton. He went on a long tirade
Again?
against Larry David, because Larry David was getting more news than he was. And and he talked about how he was abusing children, essentially, because Elmo is 4. How long has Elmo been 4? Is my question. Okay.
Literally puppeted by a grown man, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Grown men talk like this, not 4-year-olds.
And some men do nowadays.
Hasn't Will Wheaton only been back on social media for a week?
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
done
but once November rolls around, he'll be off again. So it says here,
I ain't
that
reading all that.
his dad basically manhandled him. He had a stage dad when he was growing up, and he throttled him just like if he was Homer Simpson.
Bart.
And I forgot to share with you. I'm so sorry. Because and speaking of apologies, Larry David apologized for throttling.
Say to Elmo. And look at the camera and please. And from your heart. Give him a camera shot.
From where?
From your heart. Exactly. No, okay. Right.
What?
Go ahead. We're ready.
What organ are you talking about?
Yeah, just your heart. Okay. Go ahead. Say you're sorry.
Elmo,
Larry?
I just want to apologize.
Thank you, Larry.
That's very big of you.
Elmo accepts your apology, Larry.
Okay. What
And Louis, will you drop the lawsuit?
Elmo accepts your apology.
Oh,
He said he accepts your apology.
Oh,
Okay,
Elmo,
cool.
what you
Okay,
forget?
thank you. Thank you.
You are such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Elmo.
Yes.
We're sorry.
Elmo, Larry, you are not a sweetheart. Have you ever heard that?
I'm
Elmo's
really
coming
sorry.
for you.
I'm really sorry.
I know you are.
We can tell that you
Yeah.
are.
All right.
Hey, in the end, they both stuck in character to what their brand is. That's exactly what they should be.
Yeah, Elmo's not going to say, "Where's my money?" and things like that. So.
Unless it's backstage and off
Yeah.
off the air, but
You son of a bitch! And it's not going to do anything like that. Why, Walter? Why do you think Rosales has something against Larry? This whole
somebody have-
Elmo situation would make
Well,
a
no,
great.
the thing is that Will Wheaton, who should have gotten therapy a long time ago in the mental health, so that he could move on from this, went on this great big tirade and basically, is calling him an abuser of children because he grabbed a grown man by the hand and shook it.
You shook his hand.
And and does not accept the apology. Where Elmo does accept the apology, Will Wheaton does not, because it was insincere. Well, if he can fool a 4-year-old puppet, he should be able to fool you there, Will. So
now it's just another thing that Will Wheaton has not moved on from, other than Star Trek, which he should have moved on from years ago.
And Gray brings up a very, 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 very interesting point as I get rid of this picture right here in the foreground. Did Will Wheaton have a public statement when Elmo's puppeteer was outed as a very evil man that did real-world harm?
Absolutely. I talked about this on Twitter. The hypocrisy knows no bounds.
There was a video that I saw many, many moon ago where the grown man who plays Elmo was talking about how he brings young men in to mentor them in the art of puppetry. And he would have to stop and call his daughter in Elmo's voice to say goodnight when they were staying too late. So he was married and had children at the time.
And, he would say goodnight to the little girl on the telephone.
Kitty's
Because
face
that's his daughter. Night, night, have sweet dreams.
And, then he'd go back to puppeteering his assistant.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's the best. That's the most Disney way I've had it described.
Eventually, he did separate from his wife and family, and did come out as liberated.
Yeah.
And now spends his time with his, I don't know if they're still together or not, but he had moved in with his now officially grown up assistant.
Officially of age assistant.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the irony. That's what I said on Twitter. I said the irony of the puppeteer of Elmo, hosting a segment about mental, mental well-being and whatnot, and mental illness and stuff. It's ironic because, you had the father character of Elmo there, the new character they introduced literally just, what was it, a month or two ago, just to go on a huge show speech about the transgender community, and now all of a sudden they're having this segment on this, when it's ironic that particular person had their own problems in the past is just hilarious. But no, we got to attack Larry David, the man who literally did nothing and just made a dark joke. And mind you, this isn't the first time the Sesame Street or Muppet Gang have done dark jokes on live TV. There are many moments. Hell, even Elmo did it on an Australian TV show, talk show, years ago, was making dark jokes himself. So
how old was he then?
This is probably maybe not even 5-6 years ago. So it wasn't that long ago, but yeah.
No, but Elmo was 4 then. So
yeah,
right. Of MSK.
It seems like everybody else was just, it's just because it's the Muppets.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's weird. If it was, if they had done this with Kermit the Frog or anybody else, I don't think they would have had a big deal of it, because Muppets has always had more edge, more adult edge to it for the most part. But because it happened to Sesame Street, and that's the thing, it's like, would Will Wheaton have this energy? Honestly, let's be honest. Will Wheaton would have been angry if it was Kermit the Frog too, even though they're completely different age gaps.
And honestly, I don't think he minds anybody grabbing his puppet.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll get some help, my friend.
Stop.
Because the thing is, bad things happen to you. That was 30 years ago. What are you gonna do about it now? That's the question. How are you gonna fix yourself now? Where do you move on from now? Because you're gonna be the boy who cried wolf for 150 years, and people are gonna stop listening to you, and no one's gonna buy your merchandise, like this brand new Steamboat Willie shirt.
Woo!
That is available. If you go to my highlights, you'll see a link to it where you can purchase it now and help us sell and make this Steamboat Willie short film, Empire of the Sun, that we're working on right now, featuring Steamboat Willie, not Mickey Mouse. And this shirt is one way you can help out. So I would say link in the description, but just go to RosalisComics.com if you're so inclined.
Fun. Keep making shirts with loud colors. You're talking my game. I love all of the button-up Hawaiian shirts, and I'm going to have a full collection just of yours. So if you make more, let me know.
I'm trying to work it out to where it's not as expensive as it is right now. But they are custom made shirts. So it's limited by however many people buy it. So if I only sell 32, it's a run of 32. So there's that. And I've got this shirt here that's got the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin over it. It was a gift for me and
From
my
The
wife,
Rock?
actually. No,
Oh,
but it
okay.
is an official WWE merchandise. And my wife and I were gifted a pair of tickets to go see SmackDown when they're in our area. So we, part of our bucket list will be crossed off.
Wait, so you'll be able to meet The Rock, correct?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, this would be great, and then you can tell him how you really feel.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
We all know he showed up, so it's fine.
It'd be amazing if Rosales just sucker punched him in the crowd, and that was his outro for his show for the next year.
Handheld footage of me being strong-armed out of the building.
Well, I mean, have fun with that. The bad news, though, is that you probably then have to see Logan Paul, so that's a downside.
Yeah, that's always...
No.
Yeah. Don't trigger him again. Oh, yeah, it's commercial day. It's commercial day, speaking of commercials.
Oh, yeah.
There will be some fun commercials coming out later on this afternoon. You might have to wade through some sports to get there. But you'll get a trailer for Inside Out, Kung Fu Panda 2, A Quiet Place Day 1, and all these other films. So, just so you know, this summer, when it comes to films, you won't be getting out much. So,
well, why am I excited for none of them?
That's what I'm saying. So you won't be able to get out.
How many? Wait, can we go back to that? Let's see how many.
Yeah,
what's
let's see
new
the
then?
list. I want to see.
All right, we got. Hang on, let me remove my logo. We got Inside Out 2.
Sequel.
Which would be Right Side In, right? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the end of the modern trilogy.
Okay.
The Kung Fu Panda 4, because everybody's got bills to pay. A Quiet Place Day 1.
Again.
Yes. And Wicked, because we needed a movie.
Right.
As a movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's if?
If it made money. I don't know. It's a movie about imaginary friends, I think. And
imaginary
Knuckles,
friends. Okay.
That's the one that's with Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's the Ryan Reynolds helmed one. Okay, yeah.
So since it's not Marvel or Deadpool, it won't make any money because it's Ryan Reynolds.
Damn.
No, This is a perfect example of how these things work. You have to find that lightning in a bottle pairing when it comes to superheroes of the right actor and the right character. Everybody will go. You've seen it how the Batfleck people will not stop until they get another one, or the Henry Cavill Superman people.
Yep.
Or the Trash Pandas that
shoot, we're even
are
seeing
all about
it now
Snyder.
with Kevin Conroy and Batman for video games. They still won't stop accepting that these are his last few performances. You know what I mean?
I'm dead.
Right.
So you do that, and then you take them out of that, and then they don't make as much money, and you wind up with Superman in a kid show with the Stranger Things lead actress not making any money on Netflix as Sherlock Holmes.
So out of all of these, Deadpool 3 and the Knuckles TV show, the only thing I'm really excited for. I'm actually surprised that they're not going to show a teaser trailer to Sonic 3. I thought they would at least show that, considering we've already seen the Knuckles trailer and people are really excited about the Knuckles show. So I figured maybe a little tease cap of the new movie, but I'm surprised that's not a thing. Deadpool, the question is how much are they going to show? I think they're not going to show much at all, maybe a few shots of the movie, but it's going to be
nothing burger probably.
Yeah, it'll be him mugging to the camera, saying something really funny. Like, it'll be his, we're now in the prime time of them amping up the Deadpool billboards and the funny references. So I'm excited to see the advertising for Deadpool. I've always enjoyed Deadpool advertising.
Yeah. But it probably won't. Yeah, it'll be. Sorry, Cole.
No, I wasn't really saying anything anyway. Go ahead.
Oh well, what I was going to say is we don't even know. I don't know. It seems like Deadpool advertising isn't necessarily always like a normal trailer. It could be the Deadpool character saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on the couch with the old lady or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Deadpool,
like something like that. That's not necessarily in the film.
No, I think it'll be Deadpool sitting on a couch hawking Cricket Mobile.
Hey, I'll watch it. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of Cricket Mobile ads this night too.
Yeah. It's just sad how the thing I'm most excited for is an MCU film. That's how bad the lineup is.
Well, technically an MCU film, that is an MCU film that's to make fun of MCU, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're excited. It's not something that it's taking itself too seriously.
Gray makes a good point, though, that the Animation Guild, the Voice Actors Animation Guild, has already greenlit the idea of studios using AI for characters. So if Conroy's estate, if you will, allows it, he could be back to do other things.
Yeah, I would be surprised if the family allows this to happen in any way, shape, or form, but just because of things that I've heard word of mouth. But also, you also have morons like, the current voice actress over there that is voicing, Harley Quinn, who is against, AI and voice acting, how this is going to hurt their job. But the moment she gets to share something on Twitter of using AI art that she thought was cute of a character of hers socializing with another character, an animated character, which is Dora the Explorer, by the way, in Bubbles. And she thought that was just great. And then now she's getting backlash for it, rightfully so, because she, has been speaking for years out against, AI usage
but
on her job. But the moment it doesn't affect her job.
The criticism of that is really stretching it, I think, because that's like going to Morocco and saying, "Oh, look, a shanty town," and somebody blaming you for being a slumlord. She didn't make it. She didn't do it. She didn't post it. All she did was share it and say, "Oh,
well,
look,
yeah,
a shanty town."
I
And
agree
you're
with
like,
that.
You are a AI heathen. You are duplicitous.
I do agree with that to a point, but considering how much she has voiced that she wants nothing to do with it, not even affecting her job, but she doesn't think it should be a thing around the board in art that should be created with art, considering how far she's gone with her statements on it, her sharing it alone makes it look bad enough. And she can't feel like she is that she's in the right, considering that she didn't defend herself and she also deleted it. You know what I mean? When she gets caught by her own audience, she tends to delete stuff very quickly. And it's like, no, we already have the screenshot, sweetie,
Oh, look at her.
that's a
She
good
complained
idea.
so much about AI, and yet she saw one on the interwebs. What
Right?
a hack.
No, but
I
she
mean,
liked
hey,
it and shared it. She endorsed it. That's the thing.
In her
It was
regard,
an endorsement.
considering how horrible her Harley voice is now, I wouldn't mind having AI replace her, because she is so bad at it now that, sweetie, you gotta retire. I mean, that voice is not, it's just getting worse and more exaggerated. So in that case, I might actually call for, no, I'm just kidding. Let's be honest. AI should not be taking voice acting jobs.
To her defense on her voice, the same thing happened to Mel Blanc when every character started to sound exactly the same when he was 180 years old, still working.
Yeah.
Thuffer and Thuckatash. I'm a cat. Look at me. I'm Donald Duck. I'm the exact same voice. That's all, folks. I'm Porky Pig.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, she's not quite that old, but she is definitely phoning it in. I feel like she gets high paychecks, and she's sought after by everybody within WB.
Well,
and
if you
Cartoon
read
Network,
that
but she doesn't
content
really
and you've
try.
heard her voice when she was phoning it in, if you read that content, wouldn't you phone it in?
I guess it depends on some of the writing.
I don't want to
absolutely.
endorse this with my talent.
Right, absolutely. But I mean, when you have somebody like Arlene Sorkin before her, you have a lot of shoes, like a lot of space in those shoes to fill. And I'm sorry, Arlene did a much more subtle job with that voice, and that role was made for her.
That role
copy
was
of it is
her.
horrible.
That role was her.
Absolutely.
Arlene Sorkin played a character named Calliope on a show called Days of Our Lives. Okay, kids, story time. Back in the old days, back in the
Days of our life.
19 double lot, people watched daytime shows, and they called them
Television.
soap operas on account of the soap companies used to endorse these shows and make them popular, and you would buy your suds based on whichever soap opera you'd be watching. And there was a show called Days of Our Lives, which had all of these characters on there doing all these wildly mild things.
Wildly mild thing.
One of the character was called Calliope, and she would say things back in the day before it was even thought of as something that was culturally appropriate. She would say things like, "Oh my goddess," and that was to show that she was one of the crazies. Now it's highly acceptable, but back then she was considered the crazy, wacky character. And she had a voice that was kind of out there, and she was just one of these crazy characters. And she was in a dream sequence in this show in which she was dressed in a Harlequin thing, and she was telling jokes and everything else. And Tim, give me the last name of the guy, Tim for Batman.
Bruce Timm.
Bruce Timm. There we go. I had the last name. All right. Bruce Timm saw this show and said, "Wow, not only is this great, I'm going to rip this off completely." And so he drew a character, a female character, in a Harlequin dress and pitched it for the show and brought in this Arlene Sorkin, who didn't do a voice. That was just her voice. That's who she was. And basically, she was that character amped up from that particular segment.
Yep.
So, they owe NBC royalties, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's crazy, though. I mean, I don't mean to toot the horn of somebody that I know, but Jamie, who does the Harley Quinn on my show, it's crazy. She's from the Netherlands, right? Has a very thick accent, and she always is down on herself about when she is auditioning, that people seem to turn her down because they immediately discredit her because she has a Netherlands accent, right? And I said, don't let that discourage you, because you do some of the best Harley Quinn voice work I've ever heard in recent memory, and you're able to mimic what Arlene Sorkin was able to do with the subtlety of that, with that, and be able to do that Boston-styled accent and that character, keep in character, and do that. Being that you're from the Netherlands, you need to be more proud of showing that in your auditions to prove to them that you having a thick accent doesn't stop you from to be able to play a character like that. And I think there's a lot of people who they misjudge it, or they look at that performance of Arlene Sorkin in the case of the current voice actress that's playing her now. She essentially does Arlene Sorkin, but really over the top. And it's almost like she's trying too hard, kind of the way that Troy Baker was when he did Batman Arkham Origins. It's just like you try so hard, you end up losing it. And as she's gotten older, her voice has gotten weaker, kind of like Hamill's has. No offense, Hamill, but as the years go on,
not taken.
And the chain smoking and drugs starts to get to you. It's a little bit harder to pull out the voice, so you try harder and harder, and it's very obvious. So when people, and I say to people, the thing that you are remembering of the voice from Batman, Joker, and Harley, you're remembering their younger voices. You're not remembering their older voices. The voices you're hearing when you read those comics or you see those characters, you're hearing their younger voices when they were figuring out the characters. That is their strongest moments. But when they're older, you can hear their voices go, and it's not their best work. I think the only one that had a more consistent performance has been Kevin Conroy. God bless him. So in the end, he is the only one that has, as he has aged, has consistently kept the subtleties and the nuance in his character. The other two have not. And that's all I'll say about it.
But yeah, is it really possible? So that's one person that's managed it, but I would imagine it's really difficult to do that because your voice does physically change.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and that's what happened with Mel Blanc. I mean, the voice of 1,000 cartoons. There were hundreds of cartoons where he was the only voice actor, and he did everything. Right.
Well, and to be fair for Mark Hamill, he's not just a voice actor. I mean, he does a lot of voice work, but he is an actor, like stage and performance too. So maybe
and he's got an incredible singing voice.
Right. Maybe from their point of view, they're saying, "Hey, I wasn't really looking to play Joker for 35 years," which they weren't. They weren't expecting it to have that longevity, but they weren't also expecting to have to keep up their health and strengthen their voice and keep up with it as much as they thought their physical attributes were more important in some cases. So I think it's a difference between, and I don't think there's a difference between an actor and a voice actor. I don't believe that, but there is that.
Oh,
difference
shut up, Wesley.
Between body and voice, and I think that's their regard. I think they don't see that. They didn't see that far in the future that they physically take care of themselves.
It's going to be weird having AI voice actors because part of the fun of being a fan of something is, you want to know a bit more about the people that make it and things like that.
Right.
I can't wait for them to the robots to show up at the cons to sign autographs.
Yeah. And you
AI
just go,
robots.
say my name, and it said my name. Yay!
Well, that's the question. Would TV shows and movies, would they have a fandom more on internet? Yeah, because the internet harbingers, fandom, right? Like we get more and more fans very quickly. Yeah, but how do we get to be a fan of something if everything is made by computers? Like, imagine if Twin Peaks was all created by AI and computers. What cast are we going to see at signings? Who are we going to? What director like David Lynch are we going to say, "Hey, we want to pick your brain and see what you were thinking when you wrote this"? There's nothing there to be excited about.
Have you seen the AI generated videos? At least the early ones. They look like nightmares and fever dreams.
Right.
I think
like
that's
David
where they
Lynch's
actually
brain.
should have started, was with adapting a David Lynch script. And it's like we took everything we had and showed them videos of overseas in Somalia, and then had it adapt Eraserhead.
Yeah, I see what Gray is also talking about there. Says, have you seen how some celebrities do hologram appearances? It will eventually, they will try and make up for it by making these appearances, but the thing is that is still not a human. And
I
we
have
love
not
humans.
seen it, but I have seen through it.
Yeah.
They're gonna do these hologram appearances until people start doing really messed up, things to them, and then they're gonna say, "Okay, I want out. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't." And they'll start saying it's like they're defiling my body and it's against my will and all this. Well, technically, it's not you. You said it yourself. So which is it? Like, you lent it to a studio. They can do what they want with it now. You screwed yourself. Look what you did. And see, that's the thing. They're all for it until it's something that goes against their beliefs or something that doesn't work for them or they don't get enough money for it. Then they throw up and pitch a fit about it. And then it ends up, because that one person threw a fit about it, then 10 people, then the entire industry has changed. And then you've then cut everybody who was making money at that job, fairly. They lose their money. They lose their job. And
So is that person Taylor Swift?
oh God. Well, Taylor Swift's made an entire career off of making songs for every one of her boyfriends that she's mentally screwed up. So
Yeah. Oh no, he forgot what type of coffee I liked. Fuck you.
What do you think kids nowadays are thinking their animals is bad? Favorite writers is AI, and they want to become computers. See, what are they gonna do? What are the kids gonna do? Be like, oh, I want to be like.
Elon's got a chip for that.
absolutely, I think you're gonna see people become more like human or more like machines, and you're gonna have augments and stuff to body parts and things like that. That's already, it's already in a way happening.
out.
But
I'm out.
you don't like how your left arm's behaving? It twitches or goes out on you? Get it cut off. Get a machine arm. So that sounds kind of cool, but it all comes with a price.
Almost biblical.
Right?
If your right eye offends you, dig it out. Very Old Testament. That's what that is. Coffee preference is important too, though. That's exactly how Grey Poupée sounds. That's my impersonation of Grey.
That's exactly his voice, yeah.
If you've ever heard Gray, he sounds exactly like this. AI won't change, though. She sucks at
sounds like a very
cadence,
small person, yeah.
But it's a trade-off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Gray.
Doesn't sound over 6 foot at all.
Those of you who know Gray know I'm absolutely 100% lying. So. But speaking of getting things wrong, I think probably it's time that we play a game where it's really, really possible to get things wrong. My family and I played a version of this. Let's do that. There we go. We played a version of this at the kitchen table where we folded up accordion style a piece of paper
Oh, cool.
and did the writing alternate drawing thing and passed them around to see how we got. So there
That's
you can actually
cool.
do this, you know, in a
Old
family setting.
school.
But you got to have a whole lot of people for it to be absolutely hilarious.
I caught my husband's work team playing this the other day as a
Oh.
team building exercise. They had allotted time for it. So
I am
corporate
so glad
employees
that's what you caught them doing.
caught them.
So let me click this
My drawing-
invite.
Yeah, my
And,
drawing pad is not. The driver got screwed up, so I'm gonna use my mouse. So you'll
Well,
just have
everybody should be
Ethan-
using their mouse.
Okay.
You know.
No, no drawing pads allowed. Okay.
But you know what? I think we've got enough people. Maybe we should let the
Chat play.
let the chat play as well. So here is the link to join the game. So if you're in the chat and you want to play with us this time, now's a chance to join in, as we will get as many players as we can into the game.
It'll be funnier.
Because it might be funny. You could show off how funny you are. Look at that.
So we all have to click that link as well?
Yes. And of course, my screen will be visible, so nobody look at the screen.
No, we won't look at your screen.
Including the chat.
Well, yeah, if you're playing.
If you're playing. Yeah, Joker, Kitty, Dorcas, Cat Drew, glad to have you. This will be exciting with you guys here.
Dorcas happens to believe that Gartic phone is a moral good, so it needs to exist in this world. So we are doing good here.
Yeah, even with Cole. All right. Is that,
Sacrifice we're willing to make.
Oh, there's Gray. Welcome, Gray. Glad to have you, sir. And your baritone-esque voice. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to do normal, knockoff, secret, animation, icebreaker, crowd sandwich, solo.
What are we gonna do, Mr. J?
Shall we do normal?
I'm your new sidekick,
Start with
Mr.
the
J.
normal and wrap our
Here's my
way up.
delivery.
Let's get started while she's grabbing her food.
Yeah.
Just come back in a panic drawing.
Wait, I need my salad and chicken. Hold on.
I've eaten. It's fine. Cigarettes.
Invite
cigarettes and
them
beer.
in to play. Bring the delivery
Yeah,
tray.
you ate the baby chickens, yeah?
Oh,
Yes.
the cigarettes got there? Oh, good. I'm glad Sam was able to deliver. So, the wholesale shop. Yeah, set the pallet down right there. We moved the sofa.
That's what I would do if I had a delivery person. I was like, I'm gonna make you here. You sit here. No, I'm good. No, sit here. No,
I've got other things to do.
Sit here now, or I won't give you your tip. Oh, okay.
Well, you know, when you bought from the Indian reservation, you didn't just buy a couple of packs. You had to buy like a case or two or three, because that's a long drive.
Right.
And
That's true.
You're going to stock up at that price, because you never know when the price is going to go up again. So you're buying
was gonna
multiple.
say.
You're not backing up a truck or anything, but
You'll end up paying more on 2 deliveries.
yeah. So
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I remember, the delivery guy came to my door one time, and then I answered it. Then I dropped my towel. Then I'm like, hey, can you pick that up?
Okay. Done.
Awesome.
It was Cinnabon, and I'm not eating any.
okay.
Nice.
It has to be worth the trafficking charge. That's nice, Gray. That's awesome. All right, let's get started on normal. We'll do that. We'll just go with the presets the way they are. And here we go.
Gordon's team was so kind to each other. They were like round, well, they were like red circle next to blue square. And like
Yeah.
nothing bad.
Last night I was like Scab crossed the picket line.
Scab. Picket. I
Little
get it.
toast and gruel.
Oh! Okay. Oopsie, hold on. Oh yes, I tend to commentate when I play this game. So.
I know whoever put this drawing in is setting me up big time.
I almost went with something to do with you. I was like, wait, that's going to be hard to draw.
What is this? What am I doing? I can't do this with my fingers. This is not. No one's ever gonna guess this.
And that's the fun of it.
This is the worst drawing. I promise you guys, I do draw. When you see this, you're gonna say, "Do you?"
Nothing
That's
can
horrendous.
be worse than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I'm
well, I
using
can't
just
really-
shapes.
I can't really draw properly at all because I don't have like an actual mouse. I just use the shitty like touch thing. So I just try to draw like shitty stick figures.
Uh-oh.
Did you say something about touching things?
Uh-oh. Oh.
What do you usually use? It's hiding underneath the towel.
Just pick that up.
Okay, I think I did it.
I'm out of time.
Oh. Oh. No! What? Okay.
Time for a little more toast and gruel.
And just be aware that the time does reduce every round. You have
Yes,
to do less
yes.
and less time.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Okay. There's an erase button, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank God.
Okay. Oopsie. Wait, what am I trying to do with you?
What is escargot? Escargot is a car with the letter S on the side of it. That's what escargot is.
Oh my god.
No, wait, I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. I believe escargot is a French delicacy.
Definitely makes my tummy delicate.
It's French sushi. Do they eat it raw or do they eat it based in garlic butter?
Garlic sauce.
Escargot is pretty good.
I think it's just the garlic butter that makes it seem like that. Like it's
Yeah. I'm more of a caviar person, to be honest.
You like them eggs?
Yes.
It's like seaweed boba.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I have definitely found a theme.
Oh no.
I think there's a recurring theme, yeah.
I know who wrote this one, Cole, damn you.
Oh yeah, nice.
I
was gonna add. I was gonna
wrote.
also. No, I was also gonna add that they'll never read at the end, but it would have reached the limit.
This is gonna be hard to draw, mainly because this person is so ugly. But
I am not. I am big boned.
no. Yeah. Here, what did I give him? I'm just gonna. People will guess what this is: stick figure or no stick figure. My God, it doesn't give me much room to write this, even though it's a short title for the comic.
I hated every single one of the drawings that I did, but I can't wait to see what everyone else did.
Yeah, I'm not too pleased with mine, but I think some of mine are explainable. That's the best I can do.
And your best is good enough.
Oh God, Cole, you're
What the hell is this?
You're in this one.
And time's up. Let's see.
Are you sharing the tab audio? Because it'll do a funny voiceover, or shall we have Joker do a voiceover?
Wait, the Joker do.
I don't know if I'm sharing the voice or not.
Yeah, because I didn't hear the countdown or anything like that.
Oh, well then I guess I'm not.
Yeah.
But it's time to see the results. Let's see. Rosales says Cole gets a delivery. Cat Drew a picture of a pizza delivery guy. Kitty says man gets Domino's delivered. Dorcas.
Cole, I know what you do.
Stinky cat.
Here
Young
go.
Rippa scamming idiots.
So bad.
A bearded, not in great shape dude beholds up his Isom comic.
Oh no, there's a fire alarm incoming. I shall mute.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's what happens when you smoke on the balcony. I just got these.
Yeah, it's not
what?
There. It's not there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Joker was being sent back to Mexico by Trump. Ooh.
Oh, is that who it was?
To Mexico.
To Mexico, Joker.
Mexico.
He
Joker
would
throwing
never.
Over the border.
Those are massive hands.
Last I heard, I was up for VP.
Mexico alley-oop. Border Patrol man meets G. Nice to meet you, G.
Nice.
MSK gets deported. That
amazing.
went everywhere. That went everywhere. That's awesome. Huh. All right, let's see what we got here. Cat Drew's album, Kirby fighting a black cat.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, you see, I knew it was
I was
Kirby,
trying
but
to do the colors properly, and then
Uh-huh. Kirby
Yeah.
and Kid drawn abstractly yet happy.
So that was mine. I thought somebody was put Kitty on the Kirby.
Kitty on a Kirby. That's what you drew.
I
and
knew
what
it
came
was
out.
Kirby, but I didn't.
And then
I
there
thought
it
was
is.
too
There's a
boring,
better
so-
Kitty.
Kitty's cat trying to murder a Pokemon or Pal World thing.
that's accurate.
That's nice. Very, very nice.
I'm saving that one. That's great.
Dorcas's album, The Joker getting a piggyback ride from the Riddler.
I
Holy
couldn't
smoke.
even do this one.
Cole gets a delivery.
This is my favorite. Oh, damn it.
Lump of coal. Here's delivery. DoorDash delivers lump of coal to Cole.
I kept coal in it.
Fed. Entrapment, a true crime story.
I'm so glad that's a good ending, because I don't know how I would have drawn that.
See, Cole, I went further. I said eager Cole drops towel in front of delivery.
Eager.
Yes.
Snail eats Cinnabon. I
must eat.
Snail eating escargot.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
That's funny.
Snail yelling at children.
That's
Who
so
yells
Joker,
much
I
at
love
children?
That. That's making it. I'd rather he yells at
Honestly, what I thought it was.
Sammy Snail verbally lambasting his 3 children who cry.
Damn! It's got dark in here.
Sammy Snail is a constant over on our Gothic, so now Sammy Snail
Oh.
and Sally are going to
Nice.
start getting onto your
What a heavy
Gothic.
load Einstein must.
I didn't get to
Professor
write.
sees- The professor sees
So this
the
could go
scales off
anyway.
balance. Disney.
Disney's profits, nothing.
Pink guy weighs more on the scale than Disney. Kirby makes a return.
What is going on?
Kirby weighs more than Mickey Mouse.
I think it works. I love how confused Mickey is. He's like,
Honestly,
Where did Einstein go?
Honestly, this looks about as confusing as some of our actual group chats. So this isn't far off.
These are AI animation scripts.
Yeah, just put all of our Gothics into an AI model and see what it does.
Right.
Elmo being assaulted by a mean bald man.
Love the tears, Cole.
Larry David punching Elmo.
Elmo
Elmo
cries.
Big punch.
Cole's
Cole's
delivery man is sad.
There it is. There it is.
Cole dropped his towel in front of delivery guy. Man. Oh, wow. All right.
Hey, and the music ended at the right time and everything.
Yeah. Oh,
All
I gotta
right.
Well, now it
stop
started
that.
again. We have to go again.
Another round.
We're gonna do normal.
Oh,
This
if
time
you
again?
guys go for another round, I will not be joining. I have got the Mistborn abridged premiere. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
I thought
Very
your place was
prestigious.
just burning down. Okay.
No.
That signal alarm means that he can start selling his cigarettes into the rest of the building, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, it's on. Yeah, you can.
The
drops them
fire's
down.
already lit. You don't need a
Down there.
lighter.
Yeah, exactly. He's providing a service. But thanks you guys. Doc, I'm going over to the No One Asked You podcast. See you
Okay.
guys over there after
All
that.
right.
We are premiering in 3 minutes. That's the only reason I'm leaving. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. We're glad
It's
you
not
showed up
live,
on Sports
but
Day.
I'm gonna be in the chat.
so-
So I'll
Have a
be
good
in
one.
YouTube
Have
chat and
fun.
this. Thank you. I
Yeah,
can't say
thanks
do.
for showing up and teaching us stuff.
Guys, if you want to hear how bad my voice acting can be, check that out. Okay. Bye, guys.
there we
Enjoy the next round. Go on. Draw.
All right.
Wait, you know, yeah, I could probably carry on. Actually, let me go back. Sorry, I'm gonna join in. I can still join in, but I won't be in stream. Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
sounds
good.
good.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good one.
All right.
See ya.
Cole, is that a picture of Menudo on your icon there?
I don't know. You can full screen it.
It's we do.
Honestly, I think Cole should put the icon that's on his game icon, that weird ice cream jellyfish thing. Oh my god.
It's the Wipe Beater Association. Okay.
That's amazing.
If you know, you know. If you
Hey,
if you remember, I'm.
They would be good wrestlers, wouldn't they? They already practice at home.
Wow. Yeah. That's something I missed at Blockbuster. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. We'll just do another normal.
All right. Something short. Sorry, I got a train steaming by. Oh no, I didn't finish that.
What the? Okay, I saw your fucking thing. Was like, who the fuck?
Oh god, okay. This should be easy enough. I
We're
think.
not allowed to draw beautiful women anymore, right? Is that how that works?
Hey, you're also not allowed to make compliments to them, or else it's harassment.
Let's see, I got that.
Gotta think back to my old caricature art days.
Thank you, motorcycle. Fucking hell, my drawings are so bad. I could
do this on my
just get
finger on my
mouse
phone.
out.
It's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I could easily just get my mouse out and, actually make good drawings, but I'm too lazy, so...
Right.
Fuck it.
It's the worst ever. What have I done? Good luck deciphering that, everybody.
Ah! I didn't finish. Oh my goodness, a duck.
Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. Oh no. Alright. Let's see what I can do.
I gotta dance my little head off since Kitty isn't here. Oh, what the hell's happening?
I know what this is. There we go. All right, I think I aced that. You doing good over there, guys?
Nope.
Wow, the worst drones.
Okay, let's see here. Let's do manual so it doesn't go ahead of us.
All right.
And we'll start at the beginning. Let's see where everything goes, because this is going to be an interesting one, at least. I said Cole buys videos from the trunk of a car. Gray says
that is something Cole would do.
Yeah, but I don't think he would buy Mario. Cole hires Hitman to kill Mario with a lump of coal. And Joker draws.
It's Cole pointing.
That's hilarious. Dorcas says Cole giving coal to Mario, who turns away in shame.
I should have put more motion around the head getting smacked.
Well, he caught the subtlety and shame of Mario's turned head.
True.
Oh. Yeah, there's some coal being offered to Mario. And Kitty says Cole removes his towel from Mario. How
what's
awesome
on
is that?
What's on that towel, Cole? You want to explain yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
at least
that's some dried blood.
Yeah, promise to scrub harder. That's all.
Right? You know you're not supposed to go in the crack, right?
It's supposed to be clean by the time you dry it. Okay. Joker lighting a cig and burning Kitty's apartment down. Okay.
Oh my god.
Rosales draws Kitty. I have custom shirts.
My response was, I thought it's what it was.
Rosales selling his merch.
Merch.
I must have skipped Arm Day.
Right?
RosalesComics.com for the best merchandise.
Absolutely.
Cat Drew says, beautiful woman runs from coal. And
Fantastic.
there's a coal chasing after a beautiful woman.
Oh, you didn't mean... It's that coal that Mario got hit with.
Yeah. Busty lady in shorts and too small top runs from gray. Ah! She started suffering from alopecia. Look at that. Gray, the anthropomorphic mustard, scares a scan woman as usual.
I couldn't get the woman in there.
Gray's tax bill's coming to life to kill him.
Damn.
Oh, there's a string from Kitty. Cat. Sorry. Lol. Okay. And Dorcas says, Joker as a teddy bear.
Okay, so for some reason I randomly had like my mind blanking on what Joker looked like. So
Excuse me? Well, you and the rest of the filmmakers from 2019.
Well, I've got to thank you for not looking up at the monitor.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, for some reason my mind blanked, so I just gave you like blue hair for some reason.
Is that a teddy bear?
I tried my
teddy
best,
bear, yeah.
alright?
I'm so confused what that was, so I said Joker in a fat suit of a politician. I didn't know what it was.
How dare you?
Well, you got the red hat. I know you like
Is
doing
that
that.
what MAGA's done to me?
Fat Man says, vote MAGA. 45.
Oh my
MAGA.
God. What's happening?
I tried to stick with the green hair and the makeup. And...
Yeah, I was gonna say yours is closer to than Cole's, and yours is overweight.
MAGA Man tells people to vote in purple shoes. That's hilarious. Okay, here we go.
That's amazing.
Joker. When life gets tough, hang out with Catru.
It was supposed to be with your dog, but
Bananas and sunglasses. Life.
now, I like that I left it blank. Now everybody has to have their own interpretation.
But we don't get this part. Moving on.
Right.
That makes sense. When life gets tough, hang out with bananas and sunglasses. But also
Why not?
life and bananas. So Gray
Have you
says
ever hung
3
out with a
bananas
banana?
and sunglasses with arms. This is life. And
Yeah,
Cole
I decided
says,
to add MSK right in one of them.
what? And I want to know what the brown marks are underneath MSK there. Because what I saw was poop shoot weighted bananas.
Poop shoe weighted bananas. amazing.
And Dorcas says, bananas coming out of the poop chute.
I wonder if kitties ever attempted to put bananas in someone's tailpipe.
It's never an accident. Anyway, despite what you tell people at the emergency room, they know. They know. Luke Skywalker milking a walrus.
Is it a walrus, though? Oh my god. That is the stuff of horrors. Someone could sell that and make thousands of dollars.
Oh my goodness. Luke Skywalker milks you know what. So we lost the walrus.
I'm screenshotting that.
Oh, that's what he was. Yeah, sorry, I didn't notice it was a walrus, so I came up with something else.
I mean, it's not really a walrus, so you're kind of right.
Yeah, to be fair, I was originally going to say Zeus or Jesus, so be happy.
And you got with the green milk instead of the blue milk? The boy as an old man giving the tree a blowjob.
I decided to go back with a James Gunn tweet, you know.
My initial reaction was to write pass, by the way.
Right.
I was just going to pass.
He's like, how do I draw this?
Did you see it? Did you see it pop up?
Yeah, the pass. That's amazing. That tree was like, don't look at me. I love it.
I don't have arms to stop him. Someone servicing a tree.
I wasn't wrong.
No, you got it right. But man, how Luke has fallen down. He's following the steps of RDJ. All right. Kitty says, retired
God.
Donald Duck fishing.
Don't look at mine.
Got to. Otherwise, the game stops here.
Looks like he's drunk or something.
The legs. The legs. A long-legged duck preying on a rock.
I was trying to have it be on a ledge, but when I didn't have my phone tilted, I had it vertical, so it didn't go all the way to the left, so it just looks like legs. It's supposed to be sitting on a ledge.
Om. Duck is dancing and singing. Oh, look, he's snapping his fingers. That's so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just a little.
Is that a duck or a goose, Cole? Have you seen ducks, Cole? Do you only have geese over there in your bunker? Your bunker of geese?
Oh, yeah, well, we don't have either. We just have a bunch of chickens and,
Okay. When you don't eat them.
Fragua.
Right.
Singing goose who ate 2 white bars.
See, I'm not the only one. I thought it was like singing goose.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I'm gonna
well done, everyone.
Cut the probably cut this out and share it because these are kind of good. So thanks for being here, guys, and playing with us out in the comments. And Joker, thanks for showing up. Cole, thanks for keeping us entertained with your pictures. Yes, there's your goose. The goose that is
that's
currently.
What they think geese are over there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like when it's laying a golden egg.
Or one of Cole's coal. Really?
I want to be white on the inside.
I was gonna say, Rosehouse, you know who that is, right?
Yeah, that's
I gave him this image because of my. It's a picture of me drinking bleach, Clorox bleach, on my old video game show. That's what happens when you play too many AAA titles that year.
Oh yeah. Ooh. I was going to say Julio Iglesias. You goosed our hearts. Thanks, bye. Thanks for showing up, Kitty, as long as you could. Thank you, everybody, for indulging in this nuttiness. And we'll see you guys next Sunday on the Super Sunday Wrap-Up, where we'll do all kinds of other fun things and talk about other kinds of things that are happening in the news. Maybe it'll be less Disney next week.
Absolutely.
But until then...